The reason why I had to marry my second wife, it's science experiments. The first one was because Stephanie was gay, and the conservatives were punishing me for being, homosexuality is wrong, and the liberals were getting back at me because I'm the cause of homosexuality, according to them. It's like it doesn't have anything with not wanting to sexually reproduce and die because we're not living the Lord's Prayer. Ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, ding, ding dong, ding dong, ding, da dong, da dong, dong, ding dong, 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 ding dong, ding, dong, da ding dong, 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 ding. Right? I do this every time. They have the top scientists in the world, the most brilliant people in the world. They throw this at me, and I go, 1 and 1 is 2. 1 and 1 is me and you and her. Get the bitch out of here. Okay. Devil woman, don't follow me. Devil woman, let me be. It didn't have nothing to do with you. You can lead a horse to water and you can't make it drink. I remember listening to that song. It's like, that's like wait late last night, all alone in a bar room. What were you doing in a bar room? You're married. Okay. Maybe he had to do business stuff, Dear heart, I want you to know, right? Maybe it's a Little Green Valley. Why would you leave the Little Green Valley? Because of dead and trespass asshole motherfuckers, and I want to be homosexual, not reproduce and die. Okay, so there's always a logical scientific explanation. Okay, for why a lot of people will act a certain way once that trend is put into motion, saying this is a viable option. Okay, especially for women. Yeah, being sodomized by a dude hurts. Okay. Sexually gratifying another woman is like, okay, just thinking about it gives you a chubby. You're like, okay, this is fun. All right, damn, that was fun. Remember when you used to do this? And me and my ex-wife, Amy, remember that? Yeah, I liked that a lot. We never got to do that enough. You were doing it with killers from the fort. That sucked. Oh, I really love Amy, I really loved my wives. I do love them. I just don't trust them in a relationship anymore. I want to try to help them recover and live a long, healthy life and, stuff like that. What held water 5-10 years ago doesn't hold water anymore. So now it's just like trying to keep them alive and see if there's ways that they can live longer, healthier lives. But as far as a sex life, together, helping each other heal and stuff like that, I think we've menopaused that under the bridge. Yeah, probably so. Okay. I could have, I could have a recovery sex life with girls before menopause now, and so they, it's not my fault that they try to make me into Saint Jerome. It's, but I don't know where that's going to go, and I don't know how that's going to work. That's not my, I'm not a scientist fucking with people trying to make people look like perverts, right? Perverts trying to make people that don't want to live like perverts look like perverts. Yeah, it's like we haven't seen this before, So you sit there and you look at the stuff, and because they had the little thing, I was curious. So I was, okay, the thing about Vanity Fair with Melania Trump. We're not going to normalize this lady. How normal are Jill Biden and Michelle Obama? Okay, they make millions and millions of dollars off of being propaganda toolbox for genocide. What's the difference between the Slovenian girl and the two homegrown girls? The Slovenia girl's better looking. She fits the motif of the magazine more. The two American grown girls is like, oh, they just want to sell fashion stuff to less physically attractive people. Yeah, I get it. Well, because they want you to think that you're as good looking as them. You're not. Okay, no. I am not as physically attractive as Rick Fox. I don't have as big of a penis as Rick Fox. I own that. Okay, do you understand? I'm a better basketball player? Yes. Better human being? Yes. Okay. I don't know if I'm a better singer than Rick Fox. I've never heard Rick Fox sing. Can Rick Fox sing a little bit like Tommy Edwards? I love Tommy Edwards. That one girl, his voice is so cool. He has one of the best storytelling voices ever. Whisper to her, Mr. Wind. You know, kiss her, Miss Raindrop, and make sure that they all, please, Mr. Sun, tell her how I feel. It shouldn't end this way, since you are all her friends. She'll listen to all that you have to say. Babble to her, Mr. Brook. I was singing a lot. I love that song. I got to get the better version. I got some stuff with better versions, and the Dixie Cups digitally remastered stuff. Some are in mono, some are in stereo, but they're good. And they have a couple more songs that I want on there. I think it's like Little Bell and The Way He Looked at Me. And you know, there's a couple more that I was like, I like these. These are, yeah. And there's one more that's almost like a remake of Chapel Bell Chime. I mean, not Chapel Bell Chime, Going to the Chapel, but it's good. They have good harmonies. Aiko Aiko is fun too. Yeah, my flat, and they got an alternate. It says it's like they're both acapella. It's like I was expecting no in the back. It's like they're both acapella, kind of what you would say. Not really, because you have the percussion in the background, but it's a good song. Yeah, Bob. Yeah, it's because Cyndi Lauper has good taste, because she liked the Mardi Gras song by the Dixie Cups. You know, yeah, it's a good tune. It's a fun tune. It's nuts. They're all nuts. Most songs are crazy. They're absolutely nuts. Yeah. They knew this handsome stranger was about to meet his death. Most songs are limericks for money, and they make no sense at all. Especially rap music. What the fuck are they still talking about this shit for? I don't know. Should have been living in the Lord's Prayer 2025 years ago. Yeah. I mean, gosh, damn, you know. And so me, you know, like people envy, I don't envy anybody having sex right now. Okay? If a woman, well, I tried to have relationships. I tried with Peggy. You know, she wouldn't get up and stand up for the Lord's Prayer with me. You want to have sex? No. Are you gay? No, not at all. And I'm not Pope Francis, and I'm not Pope Leo, and I'm not an asshole on TV asking for money to fuck. And, you know, Amy, when I was taken to Sierra Vista, and they're like, "Here you," and she goes, "Well, become a cult leader." And I'm like, I can't. Hey, I could just stand up for what is right and do what is right to the best of my ability, given the dynamic that I'm in. Okay, I'm not going to play their games to be the winner of the game. I'm just going to get up and live as truthfully and faithfully as I can and be that example. I'm going to be like Job and Jonah. I'm not going to be like Koresh and Jeps and Tony Robbins and Oprah and fucking I don't know who, you know, anybody, you know. They're all essentially the same. They just have a different way in which they go about it. What are you doing in here? You're gonna get yourself killed. I gotta. Is that a butterfly or a moth? It's awfully dark to be a butterfly. I mean, a moth. I'll have to go catch it and put it out of here. This is a bad. It's probably already dying. It's because the way it's flying around. It probably already got by a mommy long legs. They ain't daddy long legs. All the daddy long legs are the dead ones you find when you go through this. They're just being nice to men, naming them daddy long legs. They're mommy long legs. Oh, yeah, they are. Yeah, it's the females. I've watched them. The big ones, yeah, the big ones are the females. And the littler ones, you know, it's like the bee. You know, it's just dead, eat, and okay, feed the kids, you know. And so, yeah, you don't want to be a spider. If you have a woman who requires a big bag of money to fuck, just look at her and say, I'm a human being, not a daddy long legs girl. I'll see ya. These long legs getting to step in. When a woman gets the blues, she hangs her head and cries. When a man gets on the blues, he gets on a train and rides. If you really want me to, pretty soon from this town I'll be leaving. He just gets up and goes. And he ain't coming back. You can only fuck him over so many times. And then he's just going to go. But life is eternal and grace is infinite. So don't forget that. Love's not a game. He's just singing to women to try to have sex with them. And it can always come again. So don't let the love is the eternal reflection for gratitude for the gift of life from sacrifice, a gift of sacrifice from the glory of God. That's love. And if you're not a lover, you're a fucker. And I'm not an extremist, you are. Okay, extremists keep thinking I can brand my fuck love and everybody will buy it. That's an extremist, okay? Me, that's bullshit. I'm not an extremist. I won't go to extremes to keep selling my bullshit and label it love. Yes. You either love or you don't. There is no try. So, I'm just me down at the railroad station, but I ain't selling music, right? So, I just look at life, one day at a time. I don't see the future because there are so many fucked up people trying to put me into their future. I'm like, I don't want anything to do with your fucked up labeling your fuck love. Okay. We have a nice day. Tomorrow, when we're living the Lord's Prayer. Today, fuck you. Okay. You're a goddamn liar, right? Okay. So, early bird, right? You're going to tell it, if you want something to play with, go buy yourself a fucking toy. Yeah, it's 5 3/4. I ain't there yet. It's going to take me about a year to get back close to there. They all your business partners tried to rot my nuts off of chemical poisoning and laugh about it. And they thought it was funny. You think it's funny too? Okay. Most gorgeous man probably in the history of the 20th and 21st century. And you ain't even going to acknowledge his existence, and you're going to go get fucked by a tool bag and a fuck toy on TV that has a thing attached to it that they call a brain, but it works like shit. Okay? It's a brain chemical addict. Lots of brain chemical addicts are amazing sex robots. Got really good voices, really deep, big dicks, all that. And they got the best boobies and the best asses, and they have the best. Oh my gosh, I could just keep fucking her the way she says my name. Fuck. Yeah. And the moment you're dead, she'll be fucking someone else. And she might have had you killed because you pissed her off, because you fucked somebody else, because you think with your dick. And they call it love. And they talk about it all the time. I came out with a new album. Buy my album. I'm rebranding my fuck as love. People can call something all they want, what they want it to be. It ain't going to make it what they want it to be. You can call fighting and fucking over money love. It ain't going to make it love. Okay. I don't call something love. I am love. I got your keys right over there. No, Dad, for my keys. They were in the truck door. I went to go looking for the receipt for the Roku thing. And I left the fucking goddamn, because I went and looked in the window for the keys, but they were in the door, but I wasn't paying attention because they're black. Right? Like, damn. I had a freaking javelina come through here last night. He knocked over the water over there, woke me up at 4 a.m. I was like, what the fuck is that? I was like nervous. I was like, that is a weird noise. I've heard it before. I just laid there. I was like, I don't want to stir anything up. I'm just going to keep everything cool. And then finally I was sitting there, I got to get up and go to the bathroom. And it's the same thing like when that guy was standing in the doorway. And I got to go to the bathroom. Fuck this shit. So I get up and go to the bathroom. And I'm sitting there and I'm pretty sure it was a javelina. And then today when I was out doing yard work, I saw the water, the back bird bath. It was a javelina, a big old chubby. I need water. Knocked it down, right? And so, yep. Well, the water in our bird bath's a hell of a lot better than what's in that ditch with all this stuff from the mosquitoes and shit. You know what I'm saying? That's one smart javelina. Yes, sir. It's one smart pig. He's a big pig. Well, you can be a big pig too. Okay. Dummies. Life's eternal and grace is infinite. I'm patient. Everything will work out the way it needs to work out. I'm not real attached. How can you wake up every day fighting and fucking over money and call it love and then look at your children and say, I love you? It's like, oh, I guess the kid's going to commit suicide like Victor Laveau's kid. Yeah, probably so. Okay, I love you.